So today we're playing the Reaper class, and we may have wanted to try out the Potion Explosion of Poison with the Cauldron subclass item, as well as the Death ScYTHE weapon. We wanted to see if it would be any good. But hey, check it out and let me know what you think of it. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and jump into some ranked games with the Reaper class here. See what we can get done today. We're going to be taking a lump of coal. We're going to be taking the spear off the bat. This is going to be a great weapon to have. And we'll move around like so. We could take this wooden buckler for some damage mitigation. We could just take the garlic. I'm going to reroll here. Looking for a better item. I will take this healing herbs. And I actually will take this banana. We're going to leave one space open. We could actually have this in here. Making our spear do a little bit more damage. We got our food items in our storage coffin with our spear here. Reason being is, the storage coffin here, items inside have a 25% chance to inflict that poison here. I'm going to begin a ranger class. They don't have a whole lot of DPS. They do have some damage mitigation with their wooden buckler. However, we should be able to outpace them here since their DPS is going to be lower than our DPS. That's awesome. We are going to be taking another leather bag. Going to be moving this around here just a little bit. Then we get more max volume of our spear here. If you want a piggy bank, be a little bit greedy, we could take a wooden sword and craft up a torch. Is that what we like? Not particularly. We'll just take this piggy bank. I know there's one previously, but we'll keep it like this for now. Our stamina is 0.7. We could take a frying pan here. We do have a banana to support our stamina consumption. I'm actually going to take the frying pan and I'm going to take a leather bag. Reason being is we can do something kind of crazy with the frying pan, potentially. Either craft up a pandemonium or craft up an Excalibur. This berserker is actually looking quite scary here. However, our poison and our spear bursted him down here. Just pausing the video here very quickly just to ask you to subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. That is a health potion. I will be grabbing the health potion. For sure. We're going to be crafting up that. We are going to be taking this leather bag and we are going to be taking this frying pan. And having it in like so. However, our stamina usage is high now. So we might have more of a problem. We'll run it and see how it feels. We still have max value of our spear. We might have a stamina issue, for sure. They're going to have Molten Spear. Their DPS is going to be tremendously better than ours. However, we should have that little bit more sustained. We do stack up poison. That could be our saving grace here, but it's not looking good. No. That Molten Spear, insane damage. I'm going to take another banana for now. We'll add it in this location. And none of these items at once. I'm going to reroll here. Another leather bag. Sounds awesome to me. Some more healing herbs. Not particularly. I'm going to put a banana down in this location. Actually, rather have this switched over. And have it like so. So it's triggering that a little bit faster. As for a piggy bank, we kind of just have to leave it where it is. 2 gold here. I'm going to save it. Because I'd rather get higher rarity items than common at the moment. Looking to see what direction we can go in. So far we've one potion. We have a frying pan. We have a spear. This Pyromancer here is looking pretty dangerous, however. Our sustain is going to win us the fight here. And that's stacking poison. Our stamina consumption is actually not too bad, surprisingly. But it looks good from that fight. Awesome, we actually got a poison potion. We could actually get a poison dagger or we could get a pestilence flask. I'm actually not going to craft it up here. I'm going to leave one space open for our spear. And going to reroll here. With a deck of cards on sale for cheap. Leather armor. I'm actually going to reserve the leather armor. And I'm going to take a leather bag for now. I want this for damage mitigation. Keeps us alive down a little bit longer. But yeah, we could have actually moved our potions down. That is something. Moved too fast. Didn't make the decision properly here. This Reaper class is looking not too scary here actually. We should definitely be able to outpace them. We are stacking up so much poison. Insane. That's because of our poison flask. We're taking another fly Garrick. We'll switch this now. And I'm going to stop combining it. We're going to be taking this leather armor for some damage mitigation. That's another pestilence flask. Should we go for an Excalibur here? I'm thinking so, actually. We're going to want these blueberries, and we're going to get this fanny pack as well. So with these items, I'm thinking I'm going to lean heavily towards the cauldron here. We have quite a nice setup here. Just debating whether we actually sell our spear now. We would lose all our DPS with it. However, we still wouldn't even be able to buy the heroic potion here. So we'll have to wait around to craft up Excalibur. We can't even fit in our leather armor here unless we remove a fly Garrick. And I think that's going to be the play here. Then we lose the value on our spear as well. That should be okay though. Also, we could just remove our spear and have our frying pan doing all the DPS without having the stamina consumption. That might actually be the play here. However, then we don't get the 2 triggers in our storage coffin for that extra poison. Another pyromancer, stacking up heat. They actually have a lot of heat. However, they are running out of stamina. We're finally stacking up that poison. Is it going to be enough here? Oh, we survived 1 HP. That is awesome. Nice. Let's go ahead and craft up this Excalibur going right now. Have this a little bit more DPS here. And add this in here. We're going to take this. We're actually going to move this. We want to craft up the Excalibur, not the other item here. A little bit better. We want this as well. I think it's time we actually sell the spear here, and we are going to be taking this potion. Be back in 1 second while I sort out the inventory here. So, welcome back. For right now, we have our frying pan set up here. With our food items all around us, we'd rather have more food items, like so in our storage coffin here, to be stacking up that poison. In our storage coffin here. We have our leather armor up in the top right with our piggy bank out of the way. We've got our potion situation like so. We had to switch this. Instead of being like this, like this, so we can fit in our banana here. But yeah, this is our setup for right now. We have reserved the blueberries. Let's move on, see if we can win in the next round. We're going to be crafting up an Excalibur here, making our food items triggering so much faster here. Going to begin another frying pan user. Their DPS is going to be a lot higher with the frying pan. However, we stacked up quite a bit of poison already thanks to our potions. We put them in battle rage, and we still have some damage mitigation with our leather armor. That is probably because what's going to win us the fight here. Because the battle rage is over, and yeah. A lot closer than I thought though. Down to 12 HP. So even with this setup here, we do have quite a few options actually. We could take the Venomancer for trying to protect our buffs, or our debuffs on our opponents here. Could take the Hexblade for some crit chance and crit damage with Excalibur here. We could take Mr. Struggles here to trigger some items here faster and faster. I'm not leaning towards Mr. Struggles here. Could go with Vampirism as your poison steals through Vampirism, as well as your weapons stealing life. However, I'm going to go for the Alchemist here. Reason being is we're going to try craft up strong Pestilence Flasks using the Cauldron here and keeping our Fly Garricks for now. As for any of these items, we are going to be taking the blueberries. And we are going to be rerolling here. And this is actually one of the items I was looking for. We're going to be crafting up a vampiric armor here. Also another potion. Banana we're going to have to try fit in as well. I'm going to have to switch this up around just a little bit. Have to try and figure out the best positioning. So I'll be back in 1 second while I sort this out. So, welcome back. For right now, we have our setup like so. We can't fit in our banana or our piggy bank. Well, actually, we could have our piggy bank here. But trying to sell things for the Pestilence Flask here. However, we can't afford, actually. Even if you sell these two, it won't be enough. We have a Cauldron here with almost max triggers. Then we have our Excalibur here with at least 4+ damage from our food items. Also, this generates mana as well as our blueberries here. Hoping to try and trigger our food items again. So we're going to want to keep an eye out for some mana items as well. We're also just looking for more and more poison flasks. And we're also keeping an eye out for the Death Scythe weapon. We're going to save our 2 gold. And move on. We're going to buy this Pestilence Flask next round. We'll see how this goes now. We want to use our Excalibur here to be triggering the Fly Garricks. Trying to stack up as much poison as possible. Is it going to be crazy? We'll just have to see. So far we got 16 poison, which is not too bad. Our Reapers stacking up their own poison. They've got quite a lot of buffs. However, we do have DPS with our Excalibur here, and yeah, it's going to outpace their build altogether. Nice. We're going to craft up a second strong pestilence flask here. Going to take another flask. We could actually take a corrupted crystal with a cap of resilience here, which honestly is a pretty darn good item here. But we also want these blueberries as well. We'll take the blueberries for now. We'll remove the piggy bank. And we just debating on whether taking the cap resilience or fitting this in like so. I'm going to take the cap resilience and I'm going to reserve the corrupted crystal here. It's going to be a little bit of damage mitigation for us. Banana we can't exactly afford to fit in, which is going to be unfortunate here. We're going to move on. We're going to be crafting up another strong pestilence flask. We're going to be looking for more fly Garrics, however. We are not rolling too much to try to find them. This ranger class here has a lot of DPS, but not a lot of stamina. So are we going to be able to pass them out here? Awesome, we actually did. It's been going good so far. That is a pineapple as well. Is it another food item here? We're going to have to take this fanny pack. And we are going to be switching this around. Like so. We're going to be taking the corrupted crystal. Do we want pineapple for our Excalibur here? Actually, no. That is a mana item. That is a divine potion. And a health potion here. We are just looking for potions like crazy. I'm going to sell our banana so we can get the potion. We can craft up a mana potion. I'm going to have a quick look at the potions here. Just a quick reminder at the mana potion. Then we can craft it into a strong one. I'm thinking we actually do want to craft up a mana potion here. We'd have to lose a fly Garrick. Like so. We lose some damage on our Excalibur. We're getting a mana orb for our Excalibur here as well. We are risking a loss doing it this way, but we'll see. We're going to be getting a Pyromancer, friendly fire. They're going to be trying to stack up as much heat. However, their dagger trades their heat for their damage. They're going to have guaranteed crits. This is going to be pretty scary here. Are we going to be able to survive it here? With the Vampiric Armor? No. I thought with the Vampiric Armor we might potentially, but it didn't actually work out here. And with that, we are going to be taking the Divine Potion here. We're going to be reserving this Draconic Flask. We'll put this in here. That is looking pretty good. We do want this in to craft up as well, but we're going to craft up the Strong Mana Potion first. We've got a lot of items we want to look here for. We don't have a whole lot of food items for our Excalibur here, which is going to be a bit of a downside. However, we're going to begin a Berserker. They're also using Excalibur. They have scaling damage with their Steel Goobert. They do have scaling max life. They do have a lot of damage mitigation. Is it going to be enough? It's looking like so. Yeah. Their damage went kind of crazy here. Got an Excalibur. Or Strong Mana Potion, I mean. We'll add this in over here so we can have this in like so. We'll actually put this one down here. We're going to be taking the Mana Orb as well. We'll have it there for now. And we want this Draconic Flask. However, we can't exactly afford it here. Honestly, is it worth just selling the Excalibur for the Dead Scythe here? We can sell it for 5. We won't be able to buy it till next round anyway. We'll reserve it and continue on for now. Going up again, a Ranger class with the big old bowl of treats and their pets. Was he out with fair again now? We're stacking up that poison. They are dealing a lot of damage to us. Our survivability is going to be a bit of an issue here. But yeah, it's another loss. Do we want this Excalibur? I'm thinking we're actually going to sell it here. And we're going to take the Death Scythe. Also going to take this Draconic Flask as well. And let's reroll some here. Looking for some extra storage. We don't exactly need these food items as much anymore. Back in 1 second while I sort out our inventory here. Okay, so welcome back. This is our setup for right now. We have our cauldron upside down. With all our potion situation like this with our Death Scythe here. Basically focusing our strong pestilence flasks here. Then we have our Death Scythe inner storage coffin here. We have our 2 fly garlics over this side. Then we have our vampiric armor here. We actually don't need the mana orb as much anymore, so I'm going to sell it. And I'm going to sell this banana. I'm going to take this money pack for now and have it in like so. We don't need the mana exactly, so this kind of is a waste. However, that's going to be okay. Next up, also considering getting Cap Discomfort again to try and nullify some buffs, as well as reduce the damage taken, allowing us to scale up our poison here. However, our only scaling poison is the Fly Garrick. We could have at least 1 in with the Death Scythe here, so it's actually gaining 2. However, we're just going to have to move on like so. We want to do like a big poison burst with our potions here. Is it going to be enough? We need to get to that 35 so our weapon crits. We're at 50 though, not too bad. 72, stacking up like crazy. Is it going to be enough? Yeah. Awesome here. I need to get so much stronger here. Going to be taking this Cap Discomfort, and I'm going to reroll here. A second Death Scythe for a absolute poison bomb here. Is it crazy? Is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be a downfall if we go for it? Double Death Scythe, poison bomb. We won't have the stamina for it. However, it could actually be worth it here. Potentially. Say if we take it and put it in around here. I'm going to take it for now. We could alternatively go with a dark lightsaber. However, we still run into the issue of the stamina cost here. First of all, I'm going to get this fanny pack for sure. We're going to leave it like so. I'd actually rather have our Fly Garrick's triggering off upwards. We can't actually afford to do it. I'm actually going to put this in so our cauldron is actually triggering that a little bit faster here, giving us heat generation, if possible, also some healing. We need to add our blueberries back here, and yeah, we're going to go with the double Death Scythe. Is it a mistake? Most definitely going to be. Going to begin a ranger class with a lot of crit chance here. However, we do stack up the poison. They do reflect debuffs. So that could be our own downfall here. Inflicting poison on ourselves. But the poison just keeps on stacking. Yeah. And that's it. We survived with 2 lives left. Should we take our 13 points? We're about to take a double Death Scythe, so no. We're going to continue on. We're going to be taking the Death Scythe. Problem is, we're going to have to try fit this all in. So I'm going to reroll here. Looking for some storage here. We might have to remove our vampiric armor. Remove our cauldron. Put this in here. And we have to remove these potions for now. I'd actually rather have this down here. So we'll switch this around. Like so, and then we can have this back in. As for our cauldron then, it is not going to be in a more suitable position. However, we can have it like so for now. Switch that around. Vampiric armor. Are we going to need it here? We'll see. We might actually lose here, or we might stack up a crazy amount of poison. Honestly, this could be better here. This is going to be better. Potentially. Just considering also which potion we want. If we have this here, then we are generating up some poison, as well as the effect of this here. As you see, the effect potion, after being consumed, also applies the effect of the starred potion without consuming it. We get a strong potion, strong pestilence. If we're doing this, then we get poison, like so. However, that looks like it doesn't apply to this. We'll just have to see. We'll check the logs and see the effect of poison here. Once the flasks go off, we got some poison here. Not a crazy amount of poison actually. I was expecting more. We are nullifying a lot of their buffs actually. Let's pause this very quickly here. We've seen a mana flask go off. Strong pestilence flask. So looking at the logs here, it says here that gain 20 max health from the strong mana potion, and then also inflicted 6 poison from a strong pestilence flask, which I'm assuming is the Strong mana potion here. So it must count as the Pestilence Flask counts as 3 poison, not 6. Check the DPS really quickly here. Our poison is doing 12 DPS per second. However, it's looking like their DPS is going to outscale us here. We'll just have to see. Yeah, it's immediately looking like in their favor. However, can we come back? No. We lost a life here. It is unfortunate. But we are going to get tankier here, hopefully. We are not going to take this dagger. We could actually take a bloody dagger. Not too interested in it all that much. We're going to get this Glowing Crown though. This is going to heal us, and it's going to give us that invulnerability once we build up the mana with a Cauldron and our blueberries here. As for the vampiric armor, we can't afford to fit it in. I'm actually going to sell it here. I'm going to reroll. More storage. I would love another Pestilence Flask here. We got one. We got a lot of potions here. Which potions should we get? We're going to actually sell this. Funny back. Reason being is we can actually afford a potion straight away. Which is something I would really want to get here. We'll switch this over here like so. That is kind of the best we can do for right now. Actually, if we switch this, we might lose a trigger on our Cauldron here. However, then we also get this. That's going to cleanse some debuffs. Which is going to be good. The Chronicle Flask versus Pestilence Flask. We want more poison. We continue on. If we had another Pestilence Flask here, a strong one, specifically, we should be able to stack up quite a lot of poison here. We'll see how it goes. We've got 11 poison. It's not looking too great here. Our opponent here is going to be stacking max life. We're in our invulnerability. Is it going to be enough? We're constantly out of stamina because we have 2 dead size. We're at the 35, so at least once the dead side hits, it's dealing more damage. Is it going to be enough? Nope. It's looking like we should have just took our pints and left. We're going to take this leather bag, and we are going to be getting the strong Pestilence Flask here. That's going to be awesome. However, we would love to put it in here. We do have another round to try and survive. That could be the problem here. I'm going to switch this around, so at least this poisons as well. We'll craft this up. And we'll see how this goes. For now, we still have 5 gold. Do we want this Draconic Flask? I think I'm actually going to reroll here. And reroll once more. Leather bag, just considering. Also, Heart Container, Holy Armor. Let's just move on for now. We're going to begin another Reaper class with Mr. Struggles. Staff of Unhealing. We used up our 10 mana immediately. They've also stacked up. They're actually going to stack up more poison than we are. So it's not looking too great for us. Although, actually, we're bringing it back. Yeah, we actually outpaced them here. Kind of awesome. Got another strong Pestilence Flask. We're going to add it in here. We're going to remove our strong Demonic Flask. Out. Fly Garrick. Took a while to get another one. But we are going to take it. Customer card. Not going to take. Do we want this little protective purse? We're going to add in 1 pocket sand because it costs 1. We can always sell it back for the price we bought it. Let's keep looking. Another kind purse. We'll take it. A 3rd Death Sight here. That's just going to be too crazy for it to take here. As for the pocket sand, we're going to sell, and we are actually going to buy this flute. This flute is going to be a little bit of stamina generation and a little bit of sustain. A little bit sustain with some block. Might actually move our blueberries for now and add our Fly Garrick in, like so. Is there a better setup that we could do right now? Potentially. We'd nearly actually rather. The Mana Flask is not as important as the Draconic Flask is. We switch this around so we get some healing. Or is the debuffs better? That is the question. If we're going to begin another Poison Stacker, then probably the debuffs. However, double Demonic Flask here could be crazy actually. But yeah, this is going to be our final build here. Like a Potion, Explosion, Cauldron build, double that size. Might not be as good as, say, running the Venomancer. But a fun build all the same. We managed to get here with 1 round left and 1 life. If we're seeing more Pestilence Flask, I believe we could have took this way further than what it was. We also could have removed this and kept in our Excalibur here, triggering our Fly Garrix to craft up that poison also. But yeah, using the Cauldron to craft up these potions is quite nice. However, I do believe that there's stronger ways to stack up poison rather than the Cauldron. But hey, let's go ahead and see if we can actually win our final fight here, or should we tuck our points in left. We're going to begin a cheese stacking max life berserker here. We've stacked up quite a lot of poison already. We are nullifying some of their buffs. We're gone insane actually to 87 poison. Is it going to keep rising? Yeah, it's gone up to 93. They're stacking their max life. We're stacking some poison. And it's going to eat away at them. Are we going to be able to outpace them here? It's looking good so far. However, it's coming down to the wire. They have over 800 life. And yeah, we actually outpaced them here. That's crazy. We'll see here. We had 20 HP. With quite a lot of buffs. They also had a lot of buffs. But we actually managed to stack 99 poison. They had over 900 life. Just showcasing how much damage we actually did to them. We'll just have a quick look at the end here. Poison dealt a 9 damage. Our Tetsuya is always out stamina. We could have actually had our Fly Garrix in our death size for the late game scaling Fly Garrix. So at least we're stacking up 2 poison that way every 3 seconds. However, wanted to try a potion explosion. We're looking at the damage. Their Excalibur is doing 10 DPS per second, but our poison was doing 26 DPS per second, which is crazy to be honest. But yeah, we managed to survive here. 1 life left. How much rank points are we going to get? 17, not too bad. Halfway to the next rank. But hey, this build was a lot of fun. It is heavily invested in RNG because you need those Pestilence Flasks in order to do the potion explosion of poison. As well as looking for that legendary rarity, Deathscythe as well. As for the Cauldron subclass, I do believe that the other classes are potentially stronger. Well, from my own experiences anyway. Especially with the Venomancer, you can stack up quite a lot of poison. We still managed to get 99 poison in the last fight. 99 poison is pretty awesome, but I have seen higher. But hey, I just wanted to ask, what's the craziest amount of poison you've seen stacked with the Reaper class? However, what I believe to be the strongest about the Cauldron is actually crafting up those potions without needing the actual recipes. So if you're going with the Cauldron or you get a lot of potions early, you could consider going with the Alchemist subclass. But anyways, we're going to leave it here. I just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I hope you keep a lookout for the next one. See you next time.